Hello everyone and happy Halloween. This episode I decided to take a break from the 1000-day Interloper challenge and we're going to do the Darkwalker challenge. Darkwalker, basically it's the long dark version of Slenderman. You collect pages and notes, he gets faster. So let's get to it. Now for regions, the easiest one I would say is probably Desolation Point, because you can just go from Desolation Point to Coastal Highway, so on, and this is a dead end, which you don't want, but that would be too easy, so we're going to do random. Choose Will. Okay. Now we have two main goals in this challenge. Well, three. Obviously we're supposed to banish the Darkwalker, but goal number 2, we are to rescue Teddy from Mountain Town. If you've watched the 1000-day playthrough series that we're doing, you know Teddy is, we rescued him from Mountain Town there as well, and he resides in camp office and he looks after all the money. So we're going to rescue him, and we're going to get woodworking tools from Bleak Inlet, and we're going to craft him a bear statue friend, because he always needs one. So we're going to do that as well. That is, if the woodworking tools spawn in this challenge. They might not. But we'll try for those 3 goals. Yes, so Darkwalker's hunting us. If it touches us, we die. Green fires offer protection. We can paint glyphs to survive as long as we can. With enough knowledge about the entity, we can banish it for good. We can lure it, ward it, and dispel the fog, but one time only. And I also chose the random to see how, where are we? Okay, Broken Railroad. Yes, so this challenge is also special, whereas you can see, this is actually a pretty good spot, all things considered.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Okay, we don't need the sewing kit. Lure, attract the Darkwalker, ward, a shield, dispel, like I just said. They spread fear and feed on oblivion. Knowledge will help us defeat it for good. This is actually a pretty good spot. We really should get going. I think, now we are right next to the fire, which is actually surprising, but I think after we start collecting, well, they're not pages, but actually no, I think they are pages, but basically each fire has a note by it, and when we start lighting those, then we will activate the entity. Pretty much. Should probably be running, now that I think about it. Now this is not Interloper, so you can see our fatigue is draining a little bit faster, which is an issue. Especially around mountain ropes. Now if we spawned in Pleasant Valley or something, I would have not collected the fire, but since this is Broken Railroad and it's at a dead end, we can just get it here and, not worry about it anymore. Okay, so it's up there. Let's check this. Now this is not Interloper. We can be very liberal with how we use our resources. I kind of wish they had a variant where the Darkwalker would spawn immediately, but they don't. Actually, I need that. I'm used to being level 5. Okay, that's pretty good food. Okay, we're not gonna need that. That's really good. That's somewhat good. Gonna need that. Oh wow, you can take pictures, but you can't even go to Sundered Pass though, so. Okay, that's huge. Don't need that. You really don't need cloth. Well, you obviously for bandages, but you don't need cured leather. You get plenty of resources from the fires. We're gonna find something at the fire, I bet. Now, take all the coal we can. Candy bar, granola bar. Ignore that. Shelf sticking out of the wall. This is the Darkwalker challenge, so there's gonna be some spooky stuff going on. Pry bar, great for self-defense. Well, it's actually the worst, but it's better than our fists, so there's that. Now, we could have gone to the hunting lodge to get a weapon, but honestly, we're fine. That's really good. We can be very lax with how we do stuff. And I'm gonna drop that. Have no need for that. I don't think we'll need a whetstone. But we need that. But yeah, we can leave a lot. We don't need a sewing kit. We don't need books. We just need to get Teddy and all the pages, and then the woodworking tools, and craft him a friend. And then we can banish the Darkwalker for good. I'd imagine a lot of content creators for the Long Dark are going to be doing this, so that's kind of why I wanted to add my own twist on it and tie it in with the Interloper series, because we always have to take care of Teddy. I plan on getting him the golden nugget as well as all the cash, so he can have control of the treasury while we're gone from camp office. It's eternally night, so let's sit here. Oh, why did you drink that? See, go energy drink. Honestly, we don't even need the...
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
all this ammo and nothing to use it with, but that's fine. Let's take advantage of this while we're here. The signs hold it at bay, or lead it away from me. But who is the glyph maker? Okay. Okay, so it does not spawn on taking the first one. That's good to know. I wasted that. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Okay, we can't take a torch. We have a can opener. We might as well use it. Okay, we need to get going. That was actually a really big blunder with the coffee, but it's fine. I don't even know which regions they're in, but thankfully we have the map. And what I think we're gonna do is actually, well, it depends on which side Forlorn Muskeg is in. Oh, this is Voyager, so there's no predator spawns like the first day. I kind of wish you could do this with interloper settings. There might be a mod for it, but for this we're just gonna do it, you know, completely as if you were starting it as well, which is what I go for in the other series I do as well. It's just completely vanilla, no mods, no feats even actually. So no Blizzard Walker, no. Don't do that.
Could end up being useful.
No Blizzard Walker, no Cold Fusion, Efficient Machine, none of that. Okay, so the first 15 minutes are going to be pretty uneventful. Like I said, I do wish we could have it spawn right away, but that's fine. Believe me, we'll be getting a run for our money for sure. Now, I actually don't know which regions it spawns in. Like the pages. Okay, so I know there's probably 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Okay, so it's every region actually, I think. So that's good. Obviously there's none in Ravine, but I'm trying to mentally think of which path we'll take. I'll give you a better update when we're in the Muskeg so I can see where the fire is at. Now, if you guys have played the Tales, in Signal Void they talk about memories and dark shadows on the water. As cool as it would be to have a Darkwalker tie-in to that, I sadly don't think that's the case. Right? I don't think that there was a machine that discovered something in the human collective consciousness, like an SCP-5000. You've probably heard me talk about that before. But I don't think it's anything that grandiose or mystical, unfortunately. But that also helps tie it into the, you know, this game is realistic mostly. So if we have, like, this is fine as its own game mode, but maybe if it ties into the official canon story, it might be a bit much. I typically play this. Like, I haven't played the game in, like, ever since I started the channel again, I really hadn't played the game in, like, 3 years. I just stopped, and then I heard the DLC was announced, but then I heard it was 2 more years, so I just waited. Let's touch this, Karen, for good luck. Okay, toxic fog.
Some place to escape this cold.
35%. Yes, as I was saying, I think I'll start a tradition of playing this every Halloween. It's just a really fun experience. Of course, with how long this challenge is, I'm recording it a few days in advance, but you guys will see it on Halloween. And that's just because I have work Friday. And Halloween on a Friday, if I was in high school still, that would have been amazing. I didn't really go to Halloween parties, but, you know, it's always nice to have a Halloween on a Friday or Saturday. Okay, that's perfect, actually. That's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is go up to Mountain Town. And you don't want to collect pages from regions that you will be at a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you don't want to collect stuff from regions you'll be in a lot.
Goddamn freezing.
Oh, what was that? Oh, that's the fire in the distance. Yeah, so we're going to be in this region a lot. We don't want to collect a page just yet. We want to collect a page when it's going to be the last time we'll be in that region. And that's because the Darkwalker gets faster with every page you get. Yeah, I think Darkwalker on Interloper would be really fun. Because we have a lot of food. We don't really need. And our tea is cold, but that's fine. There's a good reason I haven't been running either, because there's going to be a double rope climb. Now, the Darkwalker does not move in game time. He moves in real time, so it might be a bit accelerated, but nothing like he's not going to make 10 hours of movement while you sleep for 10 hours. Otherwise, it would just be impossible, unless you had a constant, you know, constant supply of stems. Here we go. We actually are going to want to take these. Yeah, that coffee blunder was huge because on Voyager, coffee is a lot better because it cuts down the fatigue drain a lot more than Interloper. Is he in our way already? He is in our way. Wasn't that fantastic?
That's not an animal.
As you can see, oh, we might be in some trouble here actually. No. You see we can outwalk him.
This is a nightmare. I want to wake up.
I'm sorry, Will, I don't think there's any waking up from this. On the bright side though, we'll get to rescue Teddy pretty early.
No.
I don't know if no spray paint challenge is even possible. We're not going to be trying that, but this isn't a good time to use it anyways. We are not safe in here. And how he works is... Actually, I don't know. I think it's a he. I mean, it's a malevolent spirit, right? I don't know if it really has a sexuality. Or, I mean, it's a malevolent spirit, right? I don't really know if it has a biological sex, but it's... Well, I don't really know what it is. It's more of a malevolent spirit than anything, but regardless, the creature, you are not safe in caves. And if it's 200 meters away from you, when you go into a cave. I think it spawns 200 meters away from you in the transition zone in a random direction. So if we sit still here for a while, we're going to be in trouble. We can hear it in the distance.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Good. Now we could have grabbed the sewing kit to craft some gloves, but it's fine. Okay, we do have a sleeping bag, that's good. But we also have that energy drink. Good. Craft this. Why do I keep doing that?
What is that thing?
Okay, I wanted to sleep here for 2 hours, but that's not going to happen. Now this is very dangerous because when we're climbing vertically, the Darkwalker does not care about that.
This is like something out of a horror movie.
There's no respect to verticality. It is just whether or not your X and Y coordinates are the same, not the Z. So we could be climbing a rope and it could attack us.
I gotta get out of here.
Okay, it's over there. It's actually really bad. Fire. Okay, it's at the church. That's good. But we're not going to activate it there, remember, because we need to go to Hush River first. We don't need these, it'll just slow us down. Stick with reishi mushrooms if you can. The great thing about this, though, is since it's always foggy, I don't think there's any natural wind. We're gonna stick this, or throw that out. We're gonna lure him over here. It won't do much, but it will, he will always follow you in a straight line. Or it will always follow you in a straight line. But the lure, you know, makes that, it's a two-way point. He has to go to the lure and then to you. And that time could make the difference when we are trying to get away from him, especially with the rope climbs. We would be in a lot more danger if we didn't have the energy drink on us. Okay, yeah, we don't have a stem shot either. Honestly, the birch bark would probably be better as tinder in this mode. Those are deer prints. I do wish we had the camera though. These would be great pictures. I cannot be making mistakes like this. I was sightseeing at the waterfall. Huh. Is it really do more? I thought it did less than that. But that's really good for us. Please, please do not get stuck. We need to be moving really fast. But we can't run, because we need to climb as quick as possible. I think we're good. Okay. He just destroyed the lure module. He just destroyed the lure spray. I do play Pokemon Go as well. So that's where lure module came from. We should be running, so we're gonna be.
My fingers feel numb.
I think we're gonna be completely exhausted. Okay, we actually are going to activate this fire as well.
I'm feeling so drained.
Where is Mystery Lake? I know I need to, please, I did the absolute worst thing I could have. Okay. So it's in the center of Mystery Lake.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
Yeah, it's in the center of Mystery Lake, so we are going to have to go back to the muskeg.
I think
That's really good. That's really good. That's amazing. Take that. Okay. Now we're going to leave the diary page. We're going to sleep for 6 hours. Okay, good. Alright, we need to go. So we've gotten our second page. And the ward
I've felt so cold in my life.
will last for 5 hours. So that's why we're cold again. Don't take it for the wrist. Okay, now this is definitely a tortoise and the hare situation. We can move a lot faster, but we require rest. It does not. %. Yeah, this might be the region we have to use the spell fog in. You also might get frostbite. Hypothermia is a death sentence in this game mode, so we can't allow that to happen. All in all, Broken Railroad was actually one of the better spawns as well. I'd say the worst would probably be Pleasant Valley. Actually, no, the worst would probably be Timberwolf Mountain. Or Ash Canyon. Oh, maybe we should have done that one. Well, no, because random is like, you know, that's anybody can do random, right? And that's kind of the purpose, is to be like anybody can do this. It's kind of like a interesting playthrough and a guide as well. Step in here.
That should help warm things up.
I think we'll wake up if it gets within our radius. We're not going to burn any Bibles, so we will not be grabbing any books from here. So let's take... Should be fine with that. Didn't say anything about cloth, though. No reason we can't do that. But yeah, we won't be burning any Bibles or anything like that. And they're just called books, but, you know, it's a church. There's going to be their Bibles. Or, hymn books, I guess. Let's grab... No, let's put that there. Is there anything we can really cook? There are, but... we don't need to do that just yet. Let's sleep for 2 hours. Alright, let's go.
This'll come in handy.
That's really good. Actually, you know what? We're dropping this. Wonderful. Now we don't have to worry about frostbite. 29. Okay. I think we'll be fine. But the real challenge comes once the predators start spawning in. He is pretty slow, and even maxed out, I think you are still faster walking uninjured. But rope climbs, things like that, you have to stop. He doesn't. I do want to check. Yeah, we're very underweight. I do want to check the well, this obviously.
Hope I can still eat this.
But also I want to check the first aid kit. Okay. No. Very good. But there was no stimulant, unfortunately. Oh, we can't do safe house mode, so we can't grab Teddy. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? That kinda... Yeah, that really messes with things now, doesn't it? Well, that really blows. I was hoping to grab Teddy and take him with us. Maybe we'll have to replace him with, well, we could never replace Teddy, but maybe instead of being able to grab him, we could bring him some chocolate bars and then head out and then make a statue, if we even can. Can we? Okay, we can. That is, if the tools will spawn. much coal do we have? 6, that's fine. I'm kind of bummed out about that, actually. I was really hoping we could take Teddy with us, but it's fine. We'll say goodbye before we depart from Mountain Town entirely. And I really could have just left that fire untouched, but it makes it more interesting, 1, and 2, I want to go through the town on the way out. Okay, we're still in Mountain Town, so we might actually want to run a little bit. Yeah, because we want Hushed River to start the timer. Okay, yeah, 0%. We need to go right here. That's down in the valley, I believe. One of the worst spots. I don't know if predators have spawned yet. Ooh, if you could do this with Misery too. Like, if you had the arithmetic, or I think it's arithmetic joints, so you can't sprint that fast. Oh, that would be really cool. Okay, that's the signal fire. But we will not be going to that. Oh no. Okay, now of all the regions to goat in, Hushed River is probably the worst because there are some death spots. Not right here, but in the big valley below there are, so we will be rope climbing. We're not going to be goating down those. That's fine. We're not going to, well, we can't even make a bandage if we wanted to. Where are you? I actually did die once here in the past in a different Interloper series. Well, this was before I started recording videos, but I got mauled by the bear over there and then killed in here by an Aurora wolf. Okay, -1, that's fine. think we'll be woken up if we're in trouble. Oh, you know, we might be able to find the woodwright bow around here. Yeah, we really can't be running though. If we had a stem, we could, but we'll be in a bad spot if we get caught without. Oh, we have plenty of spray paint. Oh, this is huge. Hello there.
This stuff will come in handy.
That's really good, actually. We'll take that. Drop that. We're actually... we left a lot of that stuff. Okay, okay. This is good. Take that. Eat
I'll
that.
be hungry later.
And we'll take that, use this, and we're gonna sleep for 2 hours. You're right here. Huh. Maybe that is the fire we need to go to and not the signal fire. That's odd. Or maybe it's just... No, that is the fire we need to go to. Okay. %. I think the fog fills up. The smaller the region, I think the faster the fog fills up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He's along this way. You know what? Okay, no. So that is the signal fire, but we do need to go this way. The lure was a smart idea.
What is that thing?
Now, if the lure is up, he won't kill us unless we directly walk into him.
What's that?
As you can see, Maybe the lure isn't as
It's like
effective.
something out of a horror movie.
Maybe the lure is not as effective as I thought. Well, that's not good, is it? But we'd be in a much worse spot if we did not put that lure down than we did. And honestly, we probably should have put it down in the cave. I think this rope is guaranteed. If it wasn't, we would be in a bad spot. Do not go down here. Use the ropes. I think you will die. I think there's a death wall. As you can see from that wolf, we are in a world with predators now. He's gonna eat that lure any second now. Good.
Wonder if this is any good to eat. Thank goodness.
That stem is huge. That's huge. We're actually going to take these 10 rounds. Okay. There's that. Sleep for 2 hours. Okay, he ate the lure.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
These candy bars are for Teddy. And the syrup. We'll take every bit of spray paint we can get. 27. Ugh. You know what? No, that is in the front. I have never liked that. That's why in the old days I always got the rabbit skin to cover that mess up. But we would rather be dead than caught looking like that. Yes, the campfire is tied to the ward lure, or to the ward glyph. I don't care about maximizing the warmth bonus. I did grab the page. I did not grab the page. Okay. 3 out of 10. Okay. What does the page say? And yes, that was important. Not really, but the lore, we have to know all. We have to actually read all the notes. So we just did that. Could you imagine though if we forgot that note? No, Will, it is not.
Something out of a horror movie.
There it is.
If this is a nightmare, I want to wake up.
I know what we'll do. We'll bring Teddy his cash, we'll bring Teddy his chocolate bars, we'll bring him his maple syrup, and then we're gonna go to the nearby bank and bring him some cash. Okay, yep. But you can see he's definitely moving faster now. It's probably one of the most dangerous places in the game.
That's not an animal. Where's the good stuff?
That's huge. Okay, I'm also going to add the rule. Well, we'll try and not kill any animals. But I think for any animals that we do kill, we should make a statue of them in remembrance. If we can. That entirely depends on if there are woodworking tools in Bleak Inlet, which there might not be. Hello, Mr. Bear. Rather, Mr. Bear's den. See, I think we can. Yeah, carved. If there aren't woodworking tools, then we will accept that Stalker's Pie. Stalker's Pie can be on one of the deceased people in the valley. May we be forgiven for littering, but I think we have more pressing matters at hand. Such a bad spot if we forgot that diary page. We grabbed the one in Broken Railroad, we grabbed the one in Mountain Town. So the next two are Forlorn Muskeg, then Mystery Lake, then Bleak Inlet, then Coastal Highway. Or no, then Desolation Point, then Coastal Highway, then Pleasant Valley, then Timberwolf, and Ash Canyon. I think that's the plan. The most dangerous part is going to be Bleak Inlet and Ravine. If we're forced to, we'll go back through Forlorn Muskeg and then Mystery Lake, but we'll have to use our Dispel Fog most likely in one of those.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
You can see there the fog icon. I think that's 22 real minutes. We should be fine. I don't know if well fed activates. Because technically time has not passed, right? Yeah, there's no journal or day counter. Okay, he's coming from that direction. If he was going from that direction this way, I wouldn't have used it, but that is good.
Can't feel my feet.
Slow and steady wins the race. Let's get our money for Teddy first, and then we'll sleep. I think the lure is still active. And we'll find out, won't we? I actually did a video on this as well. There's the safe trick. See, we just skipped it, but we can exit back out and immediately unlock the first one. We don't have to go all the way around again. Okay, 54, 31. $54, 32, something, 37.
Someone's stash.
That's great. Yes, this is entirely necessary. We're gonna have no time to sleep. Oh, knife will be marginally useful. I believe it's in here. Our friend. Yep, we can't take him with us. Teddy, buddy, pal. It is good to see you. Most importantly, is cash. A book.
I gotta get out of here.
I believe. Ah, a nightlight, of course. Okay. Alright, buddy. Oh, can't forget your maple syrup. Okay, let's get another picture. Let's go.
This is like something out of a horror movie.
Teddy, you mean a lot to us, buddy, but we can't take you with us. How heavy are we? We're not heavy. But it is windy. The wind is against us. Okay, that's good to know. But we're still gaining. As you can see, things are starting to spice up. It gets faster and faster, and we get slower and slower. How cool is this? Like, the original 4 Days of Night was really cool in of itself, but this was just like, especially in 2020, this was like...
I need to find a place to rest.
This was just something else. And it's only gotten better with the Far Territories expansion. It'd be great if there was safe house customization so you could grab stuff with you, like Teddy. But let's see, we left Teddy 3 candy bars, some cash, right?
So
some
cold.
Water,
Just want to lay
a soda,
down for a bit.
a nightlight, which is a torch, or I'm sorry, a flare, and some maple syrup. So he is good. And thankfully, the Darkwalker is after us, not him, so he shall be fine. I do wish we had the camera though, just because I would have taken a picture with that, but a screenshot will have to do. Drink that. Okay, this is important though. This is where you can die because of the wind. You're faster than him, unencumbered and awake with no wind. But once the pages really start to ramp up and the wind is against you, you'll have to start sprinting to escape. And what happens when you start sprinting? You get tired quickly, and then when you get tired quickly, you have to stop to rest. You use your spray paint cans. Then once you keep using your spray paint cans, you run out. You run out of ward protections, and then you die. We can scare off wolves. I don't know how long this revolver is going to last, though. Well, we can scare off wolves, but if we have to run into a bear, well, we're screwed if we don't have a distress pistol, but because you are not taking a bear down with 6 shots in a revolver.
Something's making me feel tired.
Yeah, we have to stop. We could use the drink, but we need that for ravine. Ooh, oh, why am I stuck here? It's not gonna last long. But we can rest in here. Need to go. So, growing up, I watched a lot of SpongeBob, and one of my favorite episodes was the campfire song episode, you know. And the anti-sea bear circle, I loved that as a kid, and I still like it. I still love it now as an adult. I haven't watched SpongeBob in years, especially modern SpongeBob, but the sea bear circle, I like to think of the ward as the equivalent, right? The anti-sea bear circle, the anti-Darkwalker circle. It's even like it is a circle, you know? So it's our anti-Darkwalker circle. You know, it might have been smarter. Might have been smarter to go through Mountain Town to Mystery Lake, and then from Mystery Lake to get the page, and then go from there to Forlorn Muskeg, and then from Muskeg into Bleak Inlet, and then out of Bleak Inlet the other way. You might have misplayed here. Hello, Mr. Bunny. This is not a safe place for you. Oh, but no, we can't even... Right, the Bleak Inlet is one way, so we could not go through the Muskeg up to Bleak Inlet Outer Ravine. Okay. Okay, never mind. I was thinking that completely wrong. So no, we did do the right... This is the right option. Slow and steady wins the race. You're doing good. Just one foot in front of the other. Okay, I don't know which direction he's coming from, so a lure might be useless. Ooh, I had auto walk on. Uh-oh. Okay, no, I think we're fine. Yeah, I had auto walk on. That would not have been good. Yeah, we see it's in the distance over there. It also sounds like it's that way, so a lure wouldn't do anything, unfortunately. I do think that I do think that I think the direction actually is not random. So, if you know, if it was that direction in Mountain Town, it's going to be that direction. So as I was saying, it's If it was that direction in Mountain Town, it'll be the same direction. I think that's how it works. That would make the most sense. But you are not any farther by switching regions. It just teleports to the same distance, and I think that same direction to the next area. Same with caves and such. So it's not entirely random, I don't think. Okay, what's our gun at? 30.
Can't feel my hands.
I hope I didn't hit one of the wolves. Okay, good. We did not. Hypothermia is a death sentence. On Windows, there's a thing called sticky keys. And if you have sticky keys, turn them off. Because if you press shift a lot to stagger, sprint, I guess, your sticky keys will activate, and then you will fall through the ice when it kicks you out of the game to inform you of that. And the game won't crash, but you'll fall in the water, you know, and then you'll have to. So the game window is just minimized; it's not closed, so you just reopen it. And yeah, you now have hypothermia, and you're freezing to death. And I have found that out the hard way.
Not sure why I feel so tired. Damn, I'm freezing.
You know what? I think it'll be okay if we leave 2 of these casings. Like I said, we have larger problems than being a litter bug right now. We don't need that cooking pot.
I could use this.
Too heavy. We don't need it. Very good. That's a trap. That is a trap. You don't need it. If this was Interloper, there might be something to say. But it's a trap. Perfect. Okay, so it's 4 hours. The poison in my blood draws it closer, and now that poison fills the air, the formless hunting of form. Okay, he's getting angrier. Okay, so we have 4 out of 10, correct? Now we're gonna leave Forlorn Muskeg. No, it's this way. Yes, okay. So we're gonna head this way. Paint a lure here. But yeah, the bearskin bedroll, it's a trap. The hunting rifle, it's a trap. Honestly, heavy outer layered clothing is a trap. The combat boots I'm wearing, no, I would say they're still useful somewhat. But if it was interloper, I mean, it would be a much different story. But this is perfectly fine in of itself. Anything of use? Yeah, no. We don't need a book. Don't need that. Don't need that.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
That's actually good. That's really good. Don't need that. We'll take that. Take that. Let's go. So it's stuff like that that you want. Lightweight, good wind resistance. I honestly would prefer that over a bearskin coat in this situation. He's just gonna get angrier and angrier. We may look like we have a huge lead on him, but it's the last 5 that really amp up the difficulty, and Ravine is going to be a bad time. Okay, where is Mystery Lake? Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go to
if the hypothermia wouldn't
the
kill me.
camp office, sleep there a little bit, and then go to the fire and look for a mountaineer's rope. As far as traps go, I would even say the sewing kit and whetstone are traps. The hunting knife as well. The hatchet is good for wolf struggles. It's the best tool for it, besides the cougar claw knife. But everything else, you really should not be harvesting wildlife. You just need to keep moving. But you see, if it was interloper, like if there was an interloper variant, then you would have to, because you'd have no supplies, which would add to the dynamic. But for this, yeah, we don't need any of that. We can just one foot in front of the other, and honestly, we're probably carrying too much firewood as it is, but actually I know we are. But it doesn't make a difference if you are 15 out of 30 or 29.99 out of 30. It's only when you basically you don't get a bonus for being unencumbered is what I'm saying. Now, a firearm cleaning kit would not be bad, because we need that. Because if our revolver breaks... I don't think we need to shoot a bullet to scare him. Yeah, he wasn't that interested. I don't think that's safe. Camp office, my beloved.
Lamp fuel. I can use this.
Under better times, maybe. Actually, no, we don't have... We can't cook any fancy recipes. Potatoes... No.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Okay, that's good. We can smash that open if need be. A cooking or a can opener would not be bad. Oh, hey, look. Civilian Corps note. That's cool. Does that count? Surely that doesn't. Okay, good. I was going to say that would be unfortunate if it did.
Is it food or?
Too rusty to safely eat. No. That book. Yeah, we can drop these sticks. This isn't interloper. Drop 5 of these. Okay, are these good condition?
I think I can use
these
this.
Actually. No, we'll save it for the mucklux if we can, or mucklux. Okay, let's go. We don't need that. Slow and steady wins the race. 8%, huh? We might actually walk around through Forlorn Muskeg again.
This'll come in handy.
Now what would be also really cool is if you could do Darkwalker with like custom settings. So max predator awareness, max aggression, no fear. Lots of them. This is a trap. We do not need that.
Wonder if the owners are around.
That's really good. That's amazing. Okay. Let's sleep for 4 hours again. We have water. We're good. Spray that. Drop that. Pick that up. Pick this up. Can't see it, can't fight it, only running. My heart, a black echo in the forest, always hunting for a green fire. Yes, this is a trap. Don't pick it up. We're at 5 out of 10 notes. So I'm actually going to take a break right here and pause the game. And I'm going to basically stop recording here and then start it again. So it'll be 2 parts that I'll merge into one. So I will be back shortly. And through the magic of editing, we're back. Alright. Yeah, we're going to head to Ravine now. It's probably going to be the most dangerous trek. So let's get to it. Bleak Inlet is going to be the most dangerous, I think. And depending on how cornered we are, we'll either go back through the muskeg or back up to Ravine. There's a wolf up there.
This stuff will come in handy.
Leave that. Yeah, let's go. So I'm really hoping there's a mountaineer rope in the ravine region. Otherwise, we're in a bit of a pickle. Honestly, we're doing pretty well. It's like the Darkwalker doesn't even exist. Okay, we're looking good. Let's just keep going.
I'd better find some water.
How much accelerant? Do we have no... Oh, we have... I'm blind. We have 3 accelerant. That's honestly probably good enough. I don't think we need to go back this way. So I think we're done with Mystery Lake. I wish you could get maps this nice in Interloper. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Like, once you have the entire map somewhat marked, you could then, you know, just, I don't know. I don't know. It's a nice idea, but probably not gonna happen. Touch the cairn for good luck. %7 already. This might be the region where we have to use the Dispel Fog, actually. There it is. That's all we needed. If it wasn't there, we would have had to keep going Coastal Highway. And then from there, Desolation Point, hope to find a rope. And then go back to Bleak Inlet last, and then Pleasant Valley. %17%. You see how quick this region is, though? It's relative to the region size, so we might have to get going. Okay, you cannot go down this, remember. We're gonna use our first stem on the way back up here, I think. See how quick it is, though.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Why am I... Wow, I didn't know.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
That's not good. I think that's good. Okay, there's no more distress pistol, but there is a... No. There's no stem. They probably explicitly removed it for this game mode, which is fine. perfect timing. 38%, we should be good. If we keep up this pace, we might not even need the Dispel Fog. It's on the bridge. Good. Okay, we're good.
I just need to close my eyes.
I hope they're not climbing up the building. Okay, anything of use? Candy bar. That's good. Don't see anything else. Okay, our lure's down. We need to go. We don't need these matches. Why did I grab these? Okay, you know what? Let's actually we should be fine to put this rope up with the protection from the flare. We were. Okay, starting to get some frame issues, and that happens when the timber wolves can't path to you. So it's going to be a bit choppy here. It's because they're trying to make constant calculations, and it really puts your CPU under some stress. So let's get inside to de-aggro them so we can get better performance again. Yeah, you see we're kind of chunking a little bit. Yeah, ideally in a situation like this, they should just give up. And the smart thing to do would be to ignore this note until we're ready to leave, but we're going to give the note and then check out the cannery.
Getting kinda thirsty. That's good. Yeah, it's chugging pretty hard. As you can see, now it's back up to 60. Don't need that. Wool mittens, that's huge. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, sewing kit, I don't need that. Rain flare is huge. That'll come in.
That's amazing. Let's get the one with the 3.4. But you see we're back up to 60 FPS because they have successfully stopped attacking or trying to attack us. So the calculations under the hood are no longer constantly failing and being re-rolled. I thought that was a timber wolf. I did take the mystery lake note, right? Okay, I did. Let's see, this will be the 6th, then 7 in Desolation Point, 8 in Coastal Highway, 9 Pleasant Valley, 10 Timberwolf Mountain. I don't need that. Recreating the thumbnail of this video. I commissioned that artwork from my friend RighteousKiwi. She's done all the channel artwork. I think she did an amazing job. That's incredible, wow.
Take this food.
But yeah, as I said, she did an amazing job. Wonderful work. Just recreating the thumbnail right here, pretty much. Let's see, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good recreation. Love it. But yeah, she did an amazing job. Wonderful work. And we'll grab that when we're about to leave. Let's eat this. Now, on the way back, we're just going to go on the ice. So let's sleep for another hour. The ward's about to expire. Eat this. We don't care about the warmth bonus so much as we can get another can. And so it begins. We don't need these, actually. We'll keep one in case of an emergency antibiotic, but take that. Okay, that fire's done. Oh, well, we just... Okay, that's fine. We don't need that can anymore. Take this. What does it say? Do I give him to its will? That may be the only way back, but not yet. As long as I paint, I live. Wise words. We are not giving up. And then, if I wanted to fully recreate the thumbnail, we put the ward glyph right here, but we'll put the lure right there. Okay, now the easy way to do this would be to go back the way we came, but remember, we need to get the woodworking tools for our friend Teddy. He is moving. Very observant, if you will. Okay, marine flare time.
This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Oh. He did not care about that. Oh my goodness. These are very strange wolves. This might be the beginning of the end. A wolf bite to the neck and we're alive. Okay, I don't know about that one. He is moving. Okay, you can see the frames are going down again because they can't reach us.
What the hell was that?
Let's deploy our anti-sea bear circle.
No.
Okay, it won't hold for long.
This is like something out of a horror movie.
Okay, the woodworking tools are here.
It's not an animal.
You know what time it is.
If this is a nightmare, I want to wake up. Gotta get out of here.
Look at that. Beautiful. Teddy has been immortalized. Now, we're gonna wait till this ward expires, and then we're gonna put a lure down.
No.
That's ruined. Okay, we need disinfectant, actually. We probably shouldn't have done that. Oops.
What the hell was that?
Okay, let's grab these.
This is like something out of a horror movie.
It's a good thing we grabbed the reishi tea, isn't it?
It's not an animal.
We're gonna get an infection. But that's fine. Let's cook the reishi mushrooms.
Gotta get out of here.
He's right over there.
No.
I think we can do this. Put it as far back as possible.
This is a nightmare.
Okay.
Wake up.
Okay, so the ward is disabled.
What is that thing? That's not an animal.
Oh, he is moving.
This is like something out of a horror movie.
But you see how quickly he can catch up to you.
No.
Okay, we are well fed. Okay, so time does pass. I did pick this up, right? I did. Okay, good. We're gonna do it the fun way too. We're picking up Coastal Highway, then Desolation Point. Because I want to show you guys how you can maneuver out of a sticky situation. Well, we kind of are in a situation with the infection. I think there is some lichen near here. Timberwolves. We'll avoid them. No point in using a lure. It'll basically be a straight line for him. please. Thank you. But you see, we didn't kill the wolf because we used our pry bar. He might have been a little hurt from the pry bar, but he didn't die. It's a beautiful thing. I would run, Mr. Buck. This is not a safe place. You know, improvised crampons actually would not be the worst idea. But maybe not a particularly good one. Okay, let's see where we are. 65. That's fine. We have our bear figure. Drop that. What can we drop? Drop 5 of these. I know I've been maxing matches while holding a bear statue and woodworking tools. But sacrifices must be made to honor Teddy. These are very strange critters. You saw how they just did not care about the marine flare at the cannery. I don't know if eye contact helps. Oh, we can't go for those. It's unfortunate. We have our reishi tea. We have our cave. We're good. Oh, please don't fall. I will pick these up just in case. And you know what time it is. There they are. Bit hard on the eyes, but I would imagine after all we've been through that. Actually, this isn't that inaccurate because I've had an epinephrine shot from an allergic reaction before, and my ears were ringing, vision was shaking, and my heart was beating like 180 from sitting still. Oh, okay, wait a second. No, there's only one. There's only two.
My energy is just disappearing.
Might be too late. Okay. We need to keep moving. This is not the region to sleep in. I think Coastal Highway might be the region we have to use the Dispel Fog. Frostbite risk. Oh. I see. That's also embarrassing that we didn't have the satchel on this entire time. What's important is that we are under-encumbered. Worst case scenario, if we did not have Beard-like incoming clutch, we would drink a Reishi tea when we got infected, and then slept in the cave. And then use this Dispel Fog if it came down to it. But it's time to go. It's time to go. Okay, he is moving very fast.
Feel numb.
No point in using a lure here. You'd only deviate like 5 or 10 degrees. Maybe 15 or 20, but it still wouldn't be as substantial. That was fast. 3 minutes. I thought it was just think it was just 7, but ravine is definitely very dangerous because of how small it is. Be sure to turn auto walk off. Having an immortal, unkillable demon tailing you is no excuse to die from auto walk off the ravine, so just be mindful of that. Very good. Okay, 2 minutes. Let's go. Coastal highway is no more. I'm sorry. Ravine is no longer safe. 81. Yeah, it is time to leave. It's actually a really good spot. I think they're guaranteed the same spot every time. But if it was something like the forestry lookout, that would be an issue. Of course, we're running them that way.
I'm getting weaker. Goddamn freezing.
I thought there was a cabin near here, but they might have removed it. Wait, I'm just in the wrong spot. I might be in the wrong spot. Yeah, but you can see it way in the distance there. That's where we're walking
so hungry
to.
in my life.
Well, we couldn't quite bring Teddy with us, but I am happy that the woodworking tools were here and we could make a bear statue. But you see how wonderful it is that we're unencumbered like this? We're completely exhausted, but we're still moving very fast, all things considered. And the ice, the open ice, is the safest place we can be right now. I think it might be a bit more interesting though if you have to light the fires yourself. You know? That'd be pretty cool too. Kinda like you read the note. Maybe it's like the inverse. You read the note. You read the note. You start the fire. The fire is permanent. But the ward only lasts 4 hours. And you can't put another one down by that fire. That way you like the fires are lit across the whole island, you know. And then the final one, Ash Canyon, banishes it. Okay, it lasts 4 hours, that's good. Okay, right here, that's basically a straight line, so there's no point in putting a lure. Some range flares.
Could end up being useful.
Okay, what do we not need? That's good enough. Don't need that. Any hat? No hat. That's fine. Let's put this down here. Okay, then let's sleep for 4 hours. Protection's gone. Gnashing, the grinding, a thing from the stars, but no beauty sets down from that endless void. 7 out of 10. He's moving even faster. It's pointless to put a lure. It's a straight line. It wouldn't be worth it to put a lure over there. We just need to keep moving. Okay.
Let's hope I never have to use this on anyone.
Don't care. Don't need to spend the time to, actually, we'll hold on to it. But that's a whole skull right there. That's not good. Thank you for your service. Yeah, look at that skyline. Ominous. Yep. No drop box. This is not the place for trades. Sutherland is far off the mainland, safe as he is smart to do so. We are not so fortunate. Remember, any wolves or bears that we kill, we have to make a statue of. Yeah, I don't see it on the ice. I hope that's a doe, but that's probably a wolf. No, it's gotta be a doe. There's no way those two would have been fine. Starting to get low on food though. We don't need it though. Too much. We have about 4 days of starvation of health worth. And making it to Ash Canyon with 1% is just as valid as 100%. Although with 1% you can have a lot of trouble moving, but you don't need much health to send this thing back to hell where it belongs. Anything of use?
Hope I can still eat this.
We don't eat low condition food in this run. This would be worth it then. It's not quite a straight line, but it's as best as we're gonna get. Anything to keep the distance while we're in the mine. That place is a death trap. Desolation Point is a death trap. That's why I think the best place to spawn. So we did random and we got lucky. The 3 best places to spawn are, in my opinion, Desolation Point is the best. And then Hushed River Valley. And then and then Broken Railroad. So we got the 3rd best in my opinion. Remember, any wolves we kill, we have to commemorate. But this region is so small, we are actually going to have to be quick. Like, it's already 8%, and we just got here. Don't know why that wolf isn't interested anymore, but I'm not complaining. Let's actually move. Hello, Mr. Bunny. This is not a safe place for you. Good. Is there anything we can do real quick? Drop that. No. Let's go. Did I grab the cooking pot? I did. Good. Okay, we have 4 shells for a distress pistol that we'll probably not get. But you see why I said this place is a death trap? Because of all these crouch spots. This might be the only one. I think there's a second one, but the Darkwalker does not crouch. Not nearly as bad, but still, if it's right behind you, that could be it. Okay, good. This is Crumbling Highway then. Oh wow, look at that. That must be where the game calculates us. Thankfully it's not the connector fog region. What am I doing?
Just what I need.
We don't need any of this stuff. Have you ever played Left 4 Dead 2 Versus? Left 4 Dead 2 Versus is probably one of the most atrocious communities I've ever seen. But I did play a lot of Versus when I was younger, and actually mostly scavenge, No Mercy, rooftop scavenge. That was fun. But the Versus community is, if you go too long looking for items and such, it's called shopping. And we don't need to be shopping. We just need to be going. So it's kind of like that. If I had to guess, I'd say it's at the lighthouse or the Riken. Or the Riken. Oh, can we repair a transmitter? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Should we repair the transmitter? No. I can't think of a lore reason that the electrical transmitter would do anything. It's only fires and belief, I think. Yeah, it's just belief and fires that will subdue this creature, so no point. I also wouldn't have minded the circle or the banishing ritual to be done here at on the church, not as a desecratory thing, but more just so this is a holy place. I've seen better days, but this would make a proper sense to banish this creature. But no, it is pretty easy. It's a lot easier to get to than Ash Canyon.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Okay, we don't need those antibiotics. We have our reishi tea. Hello, Mr. Moose. We don't need to follow him. Broken ribs would be a game ender without a stem. I guess, well, no, I guess that we would need to find one stem, and that would be for the rope outside of Timberwolf Mountain. What am I doing? Got too focused thinking about the potential game ender of broken ribs. That'd be funny. We're worrying about the Darkwalker this whole time, and the moose was the real threat. It's probably pretty lore accurate. Let's just go. Perfect. Good.
I think I can use this.
It's really good. Spooky. It is spooky season. Take this. Get our 2 coffee. We're gonna sleep for 4 hours. I climbed the tall mountain, but it wormed in the earth below me. There was no escape, not even high above. My delirium has become its feeding ground. 8 out of 10. Wow, the wind was actually helping us for once. I grabbed the sleeping bag. I did. 27. Okay, all that's left is Pleasant Valley, and oh, that's pretty. It's really pretty. Hello. Now is probably not the best time. Okay, that's pretty good actually. That's really good. Thankfully it's not at 3 Strikes Farmstead or something like that.
I could use a drink.
Okay, so if you didn't know, that way you can't go, but this way you can. They have Aurora sound effects for some reason. Oh, hello. Yeah, you just want to be using lures. Like, whenever you get to a campfire and you're ready to go, use a lure. Also, if you were ever gonna do that, like discharge a firearm like that, always be mindful of what's behind the trigger, or I'm sorry, what's behind the sights of what you're aiming at, you know? And you could shoot the ground, like in this scenario, but if you were to like be on the ice and shoot the ice, the bullet can actually get lodged on the ice and rotate very fast and fly out in a random direction. People have gotten hurt and possibly, I don't know if everybody's ever died from it, but it has happened. But it's just us here, and the wolves and the demonic creature. I'd rather avoid killing any of the wolves or bears if possible. Actually, we haven't even seen a bear, now that I think about it.
I need something to drink, and soon.
Alright, there's no reason we can't grab this.
Can't feel my feet.
Darkwalker who? We're kind of beating them pretty bad. Our closest call was at Bleak Inlet, but I expected that. This is how you can do if you pace yourself. Doesn't matter if you're super fast. All that matters is if you're faster than the Darkwalker. Maybe we'll leave these pieces of coal in weird spots for future survivors to ponder over. We're good on flares. We don't need to shop. Don't stop moving forward. Very wise words. I think I saw a wolf right there.
Can't feel my hands.
Should just need 2 more. Yeah, you see how quickly it rises? But if you're on the move, it won't matter. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I go to a transition zone, there's like a loud, small burst of audio. I don't know if that's my headphones. That might just be the game.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
I had auto walk on. I was stretching out. Yeah, this is kind of a walking simulator, really. It's like we're outpacing the Darkwalker by such a significant margin that I haven't heard from him in a while. You know what? We're gonna make Teddy. You know, the bear statue is kind of a stand-in for Teddy. So we're gonna make him some friends. We're gonna make him a wolf statue and a cougar statue, and he'll have those guys as his friends. We're gonna step inside for that. 40%. That's pretty good. Very good. Don't need those. We don't need any of this. Take that. Ugh, I think I would get sick if I drank this much soda with nothing to have it settle on in my stomach. Darkwalker, who again? Yeah, this is all a
This'll
trap.
be useful.
This is a trap. Don't pick it up. Alright, you know what? It's like he doesn't exist.
Something's making me feel tired.
It's time to go.
I wonder who owns this stuff. Could make that's not an animal.
He's moving pretty good though. Buddy. We're doing laps around you.
horror movie.
Oh no. That's manageable.
Too tired to think straight. What is that thing?
But yeah, you see,
It's like something out of a horror movie.
we're completely exhausted, but we are underweight. So we can still outpace him for now. But if any wind picks up, we have our go drinks to get us out.
I gotta get out of here.
Remember though, we used our stem.
What the hell was that?
So we have our 2 energy drinks. I'll use one at the rope climb, I think. Or we might have to use one in the cave, now that I think about it.
If this is a nightmare, I want to wake up.
It's a nice leisurely stroll outside. Nothing, no care in the world. We don't need to worry about anything. See, we just healed our anxiety. We lose about 1% per hour, by the way, so we're fine. Now I wonder how a misery version of this would go, like broken body and everything else. Of course, he had to run that way. Buddy. You are not making this easy. I don't like how it sounds like we're going towards him.
What the hell was that?
Oh my goodness.
This is a nightmare. I'm gonna wake up. Gotta get out of here.
I do have 2 bandages. Good.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Oh, you listen to the birds. They're so cheerful compared to what's going on. Okay, now we're gonna have to really plan this out. We're gonna have to cut through the forest, I think. Got 4 hours. Don't need that.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Don't need any of this. We need that. We don't need that at this point. We're gonna wear this though. We take this off for the aesthetics. Alright, we got that. We don't need this paint. We don't need the spray paint. Let's finish up our wolf figurine. Teddy needs his friends. That's fine. Hey everyone, you're gonna see it cut right here, and that's because in the original recording I got soft locked with a really obscure bug where the light source was glitched, and you'll see it in the images here, but I could not unequip the matches even after I used them all. I couldn't even pull out the spray paint, so I couldn't banish the Darkwalker. So I had to exit out of the game and then start again at the same spot where we slept. So that's what you're seeing the cut for. Okay, let's try this again and hope that we don't get soft locked. A pale river turned in on itself, a rush of blood to my head. Only the crooked path leads me away. So crooked path. The fire's gone. Okay, that's spooky, but what's spookier is getting soft locked, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Let's go. So we're gonna walk through the forest. There is a bear here, but we should be fine. Let's grab some sticks. I want to start a fire right outside the roped timber wolf. Okay, yep, just one more diary page. Yeah, I really hope we don't get soft locked again, but we'll be saving more frequently. So if we do, it won't be nearly as impactful. Thankfully, I decided to sleep when we got to that fire. Otherwise, it would have taken us all the way back to when we first went in the coal mine. So what's important here is the bridge is here, but we're gonna have to go up here and then go around this waterfall. Okay, we can get up here. Need one last page. One last page on Timberwolf Mountain. Then we can head to Ash Canyon and banish this thing back to hell where it belongs. Might be able to make this. Okay, you can do that. It's good to know. Oh yeah, I can hear him approaching. We don't have any stems, that's fine. I think we can take a Go energy drink and be fine. No issue with the toxic fog. Need to keep moving. Yeah, for this challenge, like I've said many times, just go light. You die instantly from the Darkwalker at full health or at almost no health, it doesn't matter. So you can take cold damage, you can take dehydration damage, hunger damage, all that matters is that you get to the end and banish him. We're actually going to stop in this cave and sleep for a few hours.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Hello, bunnies. MRE, that'll be good. Why is he all the way right there? Well, that's not good now, is it? Let's spray our anti-sea bear circle.
What the hell was that?
That's good. Let's eat.
That's not an animal.
We're ready.
No.
Somewhat.
No.
Let's just sit here until we get our stamina back.
What is that thing?
Let's go. Okay, he does not care about verticality.
Out here.
Oh, we have to be by the ward, that makes sense.
No. What the hell was that?
We also could have died there if that wolf had pounced us. So we almost bit the dust there. I think we're good. Let's gain some ground.
That's not an animal.
If you're on interloper or even lower difficulties, this is one way you can get to the top area easily. Go here, here,
This is like something out of a horror movie.
and then run up there. Like, we can walk up there to the upper area where all the wood is at. There's like 9 fur limbs up there. Okay, there's usually a wolf around here.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Anything to take. That's good. That's really good.
I can use this.
We're actually gonna drop all these matches because that's what soft locked us last time. Hacksaw, we don't need that. No shopping. Let's go. We have all our statues, right? Yes. And we haven't killed any wildlife. Wolves killed. Nothing killed. Only a kilogram of cooked meat consumed. So, we don't have to make any statues for any predators or animals we've killed because we didn't kill any. So far. If we kill something here or in Ash Canyon, we will have to spend the time to craft the statue. plenty of wolves around here. Better run, Mr. Buck. Not in that direction.
I'm so tired, I could just lay down right here.
Smart puppy. Really good. That's amazing.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Don't need any of that. Don't even need that. We're gonna sleep for an hour just to save our game. Saved our progress, so even if we get soft locked again, it won't be nearly as bad. Have our gun. Let's read the last diary page. I discarded the far-sided mask and only bone remains. The gate is closed. Will it come for me now? Alright. It's time to send this thing back to hell. Won't work here, it has to be in the circle. Not quite anti-sea bear circle, but yeah, so we're not quite out of the woods yet, but this was a random start. But I think the hardest possible start would be Timber Wolf. And then you get the 10th page in Hushed River Valley or Broken Railroad. I think that would be the hardest. But this was just a random selection because... oh, that bear might be in the way. This was just a random map selection, so you could be as, you know, anybody can come in and recreate this. But we're not out of the woods yet, because if that bear pounces us, we're gonna die. Most likely. Because the time it takes us to get mauled, the Darkwalker will have caught up with us. I don't see any... okay, there are paw prints. I think he went that way. Thankfully.
We're getting weaker.
We're going to announce our presence in the region with a flare shot. I'm so used to interloper where you can never fire this thing. I kind of want to fire it for fun. Look at that. Alright. We've announced our presence in the region. So now we need to head there, past the angler's den. We have 2 stems. We're going to use one of them. Doing that just so we can see better.
Just lay down. Have a little sleep right here.
Well, what's this? I didn't know this was here. I guess that's good to know. You're in Ash Canyon. It's an emergency shelter, but the angler's den is right up the road. So, only do it if you have cabin fever. We are right by the circle. It's right up there. So let's go first in here. Actually, I think Ash Canyon might be the hardest possible start.
What have we here?
Let's look stylish while we kill this thing. Might as well do as much shopping as possible. Pry bar, wood matches. I was hoping we could find a hunting rifle, but no such luck. We also did that to save the game, in case we get soft locked again. That's not happening. Right up here. Once you spray the banish glyph, you are not safe if you step out of the circle. You have to stay in the circle. You know what? Let's fight this thing on a full stomach. We can treat ourselves. And we'll eat our chocolate bar. Drink up. Have some nice coffee. Let's go. Now he moves super fast, but we have to stay in the circle.
What the hell was that?
Just hold your ground. You are completely safe in here.
I gotta get out of here. God.
Don't leave the circle no matter what. There we go. And that was the Escape the Darkwalker challenge, so we banished him back to hell where he belongs. Defeated him, and Great Bear Island is once again safe. Unfortunately, the revolver shots and flare shot didn't do anything to him, but we took care of the problem. The Darkwalker has been banished. And in this challenge, we killed no wildlife. We supplied our friend Teddy with lots of candy, water, night lights, and other things he'll need, because we couldn't pick him up, unfortunately, so we did the next best thing. And then we crafted 3 statues, 1 for Teddy and 2 for his friends. We did all that and we still managed to beat the Darkwalker. This is going to end it here for this video. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and have a happy Halloween. Take care.